What's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we are here for week number 3 of the ICBA. We're battling against Jarrett, coach of the Los Angeles Lookers. You should go ahead and check out the team building video that we uploaded yesterday in case you want to know more about the matchup. But very scary matchup right here. Faramosa completely destroys me. I do have a very specific strategy going into this match with Trick Room, so hopefully that can work. And I'm just going to lead off here with my Greninja, as I said I would. I don't think the Lycan Rocket's a Rock Blast, so I'll lock into Greninja right now. We do have Water Shuriken and Taunt to prevent any sort of hazards on his side. If he does lead off with Faramosa and it is a Taunt lead, very good prep on his part, but that would be super risky because the thing is, you would risk taking an attack turn 1, and I really don't think that would be smart. So if he leads Faramosa, I might just Water Shuriken at turn 1. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Gunk Shot is going to be very useful here because he did not bring the Primarina. It can't actually hit the Rotom Cut though if that thing is not Choice Scarf, so that could be pretty useful. He's taking a while to decide on his lead right here. He could also just lead off with like Pinsir, in which case I think I would just... I don't think he'll lead Pinsir. He'll either lead Lycanroc, Hydreigon, or Scarf Rotom, I think. So with all that said, he's going to go ahead and choose his lead right here. And let's see, I like his outfit too. Lots of cool outfits so far in this league, but let's go ahead and see what exactly he decided to lead off with. Very nervous about this match. I need to keep Necrozma healthy. We do have a Tanga Berry for the Bug-type moves from Faramosa, but if he Dark Pulse flinches me with Hydreigon, that could be pretty bad. Maleficent, I think that's Lycanroc. That is actually the Hydreigon, which it's probably just going to be Scarf and go right for a U-turn right here. It could also have Defog, but I'm going to go with my initial plan and just get up a Spike, because I don't really care what he does. I would love to fire off a Gunk Shot, but it doesn't really accomplish much. So I'll just get up the Spike right now. We do have a Focus Sash to take any sort of Draco Meteor. I believe we do. I think all my items have already been put on here. If not, that'll be unfortunate, but we should be good to go right now. I always loved Greninja's cartridge sprite. It looks kind of similar to the Showdown one, except, you know, they don't have the animations of where they touch the tongue and all that. But let's see, a Spike would be really useful because that would allow my Karen Black and my Mega Mawile to do a lot better under Trick Room. We could kill something like Defensive Arcanine with Stone Edge, and that could be really great, but in hindsight, getting damage on Hydreigon could have been great too, just because Hydreigon, however you pronounce it, we're faster, so he's actually not Scarf. I'm curious as to what he is then. I'm assuming he just went for like a Draco or something. Yeah, there's a Draco, and he does connect it. So this is probably going to bring me down to my Focus Sash, and it does bring me down to my Sash. So let me go ahead and calc if that was anything that I can go off of. Greninja. Taco, is he like Specs? Let's see right now. Life Orb would have done 124. What if he's just like no item? Like, so I think he's either he showed Life Orb actually. I should have paid attention to that. But now what I can do is go ahead and probably just fire off a Gunk Shot. I can switch out. Probably not in my best interest because I don't actually have any good switch-ins to this. I'm assuming he'll click a Fire type move right here. I'll just go for Gunk Shot for damage. And hopefully we land. We do have some attack investment, so it won't do a ton, but it's damage at the very least, and we already got our spikes up. If he goes for Defog with this, I can get up another spike, and it won't be that big of a deal. I don't think Hydreigon gets priority. If it does, that would actually be pretty bad, but I really don't think it does. Let me go ahead and pull up Showdown really quick, just because I do want to check movesets if I need to. He's going to switch out, actually, so I'm curious as to into what. Oh, we clicked Gunk Shot. That's amazing. And this thing is, it's not going to take a spike, but we get a Gunk Shot off, and we do connect it, so we're going to get quite a bit of damage off on this thing. Over half. That's really big. And no poison right there, but that's alright. Alright, so I have Showdown open right here. I just want to find out whether he's Choice Scarf. I don't think Shuriken is going to be able to knock him out just yet. But I think what I can do is just Gunk Shot again on the off chance he's not Scarf. But if I'm assuming that this is Scarf Rotom right now. But that Gunk Shot play was big. He goes for Volt Switch, so he's in fact Scarf. Very good information. And that is something that all my Trick Room mons can deal with. And he didn't bring Mew either, I don't think. I'll check the menu when he sends out a Pokemon right now, but we get the momentum right here, which is great. I'm assuming he'll go back to Hydreigon. But we already saw it with Life Orb, so that might not be the play he opts to make, because he's going to go back to Maleficent, so he doesn't want my Necrozma coming out. Now, this is a weird scenario, because I'm forced out into Flygon. I can go Necrozma, but if he Dark Pulse flinches me, that would be pretty terrible. So I'll go Flygon right here. We do have a Lumberry, and I'll just Dragon Claw right away. It will be able to... Let me just make sure that it can knock him out. I'm sure it does. Flygon, let's see, Chompo, Dragon Claw is actually only doing 73 to 87. That's pretty bad. And that's against no HP, no defense. So we actually won't knock him out right here, which is pretty sad, but it's alright. I'll click it anyway. What does he have in the back? He might, like, this is not a Z-Mon, so he might not switch out. I'll just go for the Dragon Claw. He's preserving the Accelerock on Lycanroc for my Kyurem. I'll click Dragon Claw right here, as he is going to switch out. Curious as to into what, because Hunters, is this Arcanine? This is Arcanine. Now the thing is, we have a Lumberry, and even if he intimidates me, I think we can 2-hit KO this with Earthquake. I'll go ahead and calc the damage right now based on how much we do, as to whether he's defensive. That does look defensive to me. No helmet. I'm assuming he'll go either for an HP Ice or like a Will-O-Wisp right here. Earthquake's my play. Just because I don't want to switch in Necrozma since I can get up Trick Room on this, and if you trust to Will-O-Wisp me, we have the Berry and we can just knock him out with an Earthquake. I'm hoping Earthquake into Dragon Claw can actually do it. He actually has a Shika Berry. Let's see if we knock him out with 2 of them. We are at -1, so maybe not. That did 0. He's going to go right for, I'm assuming, a Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, but we have our Berry. He's actually going to miss the Will-O-Wisp. I do have a Lumberry, so while that does suck on his part, it's not as big of a deal as it seems. And I can pretty safely Dragon Dance right here, actually. So, you know what, we're going to do that. Get back up to neutral attack and then knock him out with the next Earthquake. The Will-O-Wisp miss definitely sucked, but I did have a Lumberry, as I said, so it's not that big of a deal. And he could go for like a Hidden Power Ice. We got a Dragon Dance up, which is definitely pretty nice, and now this thing is in range of Mawile too, no matter what, so that's always good. He goes right for Morning Sun. I don't mind, because what I can do is Dragon Dance up one more time, and then hit him with a +1 Earthquake, and that's actually going to do quite a bit more, so I'll go right for the second Dragon Dance right now, and see what we can make happen, because this will allow me to guarantee to outspeed Scarf Pheromosa, and that could be really big, so I'm assuming he'll try to throw off another Will-O-Wisp right now. If he has HP Ice, and he goes for HP Ice into Extreme Speed, very good prep, but I can't predict that. Even if he knocks me out right here and gets the 1v1 off, I can always go for the... He's actually going to switch out. I can always go for the, what's it called? He's going to go back to Lawn Master, Necrozma play. So he's actually going to switch out right here. I get my Dragon Dance up. Is Flygon just going to 6-0? That would be pretty funny. I did have a Lumberry, so I don't know if he's aware of that yet. It's pretty obvious based on the fact that I haven't revealed an item or like a Z move or anything. I'll click... What type is Rotom Fan? I think it's Electric Grass. I'll click Crunch right here. Actually, Dragon Claw is going to do more. He's going to switch back out into Arcanine. I wanted to Earthquake and predict it, but it wasn't really worth the play. So now he's going to take Spikes, and I think since we're at neutral attack now, the next Earthquake can actually pick this Mon off, which would be pretty cool. So we get a Dragon Claw off. Does a decent amount. I'll go right for the Earthquake now. I don't care if he goes Hydreigon. Hydreigon won't take Spikes damage because it obviously has the Levitate, but it'll be able to... So I think we get rid of Arcanine right here. And he didn't even click Extreme Speed, so we're still at full health, and now Arcanine is gone, so... I mean, he's probably pretty upset about the Will-O-Wisp miss, but he doesn't know that I have a Lumberry yet. Let's see what he wants to respond with now. We're at neutral attack, but +2 speed, which is pretty nice. How much are we doing to Pheromosa is a good question. This is going to make it really easy for my Trick Room Mons. Pheromosa is taking quite a lot from Dragon Claw. That's a neutral Dragon Claw, and it's doing 82 to 97 without any defense. Shredder, what's this? Pinsir, okay. Is it going to Swords Dance? What's exactly is going to go down right here? I do have a Sash Gorebyss in the back, so if it does come to that, I can use that Mon. I'll go right here for the Dragon Claw, I think. Just to get off optimal damage, and I'm assuming he'll just return me right here. We will outspeed, and probably not do a ton because Pinsir does have good defense, but we'll do a bit. I'm hoping he doesn't go for like Stealth Rock or anything like that. He goes right for, I go right for the Dragon Claw. It'll do like 40%, about that. Yeah, he's going to go right for a return. If this doesn't knock me out, it'll put me in range of the next attack, so... he'll put me in range of Quick Attack right there. That's fine, I'll just click Dragon Claw. Do I really want to switch out predicting Quick Attack? Absolutely not. I honestly could do that. But no, I'll Dragon Claw. There's the Quick Attack, that'll be able to knock me out. Now, is this where I go for the Trick Room is the question. He has 5 Mons left. I could go Jaded, but I can't do that yet. I'll go Necrozma, which we do have a Tanga Berry. And I will be able to get up a Trick Room. If he crits me with return right here, I pretty much lose the game. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I do have Power Gem if I just want to go for the KO, but I don't want to do that. I'll click Trick Room. And then I'll switch out into Mawile and go with that. Unfortunately, I don't think we're Swords Dance Mawile. Let me check. I kind of forgot. Mistakes? Yeah, we're 4 attacks, so unfortunately we won't be able to do a ton. Let's see what he wants to bring out, though. Player F can kill 4 Pheramosas, which is kind of funny. If he switches out, I actually hope he switches out, to be honest. He's going to go right for a return, which, if he crits me right here, that could be really bad, but he does not. We get up a Trick Room, which is really cool. And, now do I just hard switch out into my Mawile? What does he have? Mawile can come in and do a ton of work right now. So, yeah, we're going to do that. This was the plan all along. I'm going to switch out into Mawile, and then try to go for game with this right now. We do have Intimidate, I think. I don't think we have another misgen like in week 1. So we can take an Earthquake from this if he wants to predict that and do some work. I'm actually hoping... I think we'll switch out first because of the Trick Room, but he might switch out fearing like a... We're actually going to go ahead and disconnect, so I'll figure out what to do right now, but I'll be right back. Alright, we are back here. He's going to go for a return as I click the Trick Room, and that is going to do relatively the same roll. I don't remember how much we were at last time, but I click Trick Room right here, and then I'm just going to make the same play and go directly out into my Mawile to get off the Intimidate. We do, in fact, have Intimidate, apparently, so that's good. And I'll make the exact same play right now, and hopefully if he made a play before, he'll make the same one, but I don't know if he's live coming or not, so I have no idea. But since Arcanine is gone right now, and that was his most defensive Pokemon, Mawile can really just come through right now, if we can get it in safely. If he makes a prediction right here and goes for Earthquake, we can take it. It would be a good play, because it would probably 2-hit KO, but we have Trick Room up, so it's not even that big of a deal. Now, I'm going to have to, once I bring in Mawile right here, it's going to be a pretty big prediction game, but he's really debating on what he wants to do right now, because he's trying to predict whether I'm going out into Kyurem Black or Mega Mawile, I think, but I can't go Kyurem Black right here, because despite our very high bulk, it's actually not going to work out, because he can return it to Quick Attack me, so we bring in Mistakes our Mega Mawile right now, and now we have 3 turns to abuse, so let's go ahead and see what exactly we can do with this. He's going to withdraw, which is totally fine, and bring in his Lawn Master right now. Now I got to figure out what he has no switch-ins for, because we have 3 turns, and I can easily Ice Punch right here. Ice Punch is actually my best play no matter what. So I'll go ahead and fight, Mega Evolve, and just go ahead and Ice Punch this. Ice Punch looks like it Oko's Pheromosa too, so that's really cool. And Ice Punch might actually pick up quite a few kills right now. So we're going to Mega Evolve. We already know he is Choice Scarf, so Ice Punch should be able to do quite a bit of damage to this thing. We're going to Mega Evolve right here, got our huge power, and go ahead and fire off an Ice Punch. And the Spike can actually break any sort of Focus Sash he might have on the Pheromosa, so that's really good. So that one is gone. I'm going to have to calc against Hydreigon, whether I have to Play Rough or just Ice Punch, because we already saw Life Orb. Ice Punch can knock out Hydreigon. He has to, I'm pretty sure he has to sack like nearly his entire team just to beat this right now, which is really great for us. So let's see what he wants to bring in next. He really does not have that many options. I can't risk missing is pretty much the biggest thing right now. So even if he has Resist Berries on something, I'm honestly not too worried about it. But the Trick Room strategy can actually really come through right now, which I'm really hoping to see. But let's see what he opts to bring out right now. I kind of forgot what he had in the back. He had Hydreigon. He still has the Mega Pinsir. We knocked out Rotom and we knocked out Arcanine. So Arcanine's gone, which is pretty much the biggest thing that was stopping my Mawile. So that's really great. And then he had Pheromosa, and I forgot what his last Mon was. I'll have to check when he brings out a Mon, but if it's something with Intimidate, that could be pretty bad, but we still have 2 turns to abuse right now, so I really think we're in a really commanding position with Mega Mawile under Trick Room right now. I'm really glad that I opted to go with the strategy instead of a more bulky build, like I was originally going to do, but Pheromosa just breaks any bulky build I could have brought, as I said in the team builder, so this was definitely my best plan, and it looks like Mega Mawile is going to be able to pick up 3 kills right now. Unfortunate that Kyurem Black can't get them, and we actually still have our, Trick Room setter available, so it's not even that big of a deal. He has the Lycanroc in the back, so that's alright. I can just go for Ice Punch once again. He might sack off Lycanroc right now, which probably lives the hit, unfortunately. I don't want to predict it, though. Let's see, Lycanroc midday. It's a roll. Like, I do 74 to 88. If we max roll with the Spike, we could knock it out. Probably should have player-offed. Like, player-off was the guaranteed hit, but I don't want to risk missing and then take a ton of damage and waste a Trick Room turn. If that makes sense. And even after Trick Room goes down, we're still going to be in a really commanding position. So let's see what he wants to bring in before we get too ahead of ourselves right now. Because Mawile is a guarantee to pick up at least one more knockout. Maybe even two if he just sacks off this instead of going hard Lycanroc, which I think he kind of has to go hard Lycanroc at this point in the match. So he stays in, and this will be able to knock out the Mega Pinsir right now. So Mega Mawile picking up the second kill, and we still have another turn right now, which is really amazing. Let's see what he opts to bring in. I'm pretty sure no matter, if he goes Lycanroc, I'll player off. If he goes out into anything else, then I will Ice Punch. Because Ice Punch knocks out Pheromosa, it knocks out Hydreigon. And this strategy is going to be really great right now. We're looking 3-0, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But 3-0 sounds really nice. Because I believe we have a pretty tough schedule coming up, so any wins that we can pick up would be really cool. Let's see what he wants to bring out. I'm pretty sure I can just click player off no matter what and guarantee another knockout, but I really don't want to risk missing. That's the only problem I'm facing right now. He probably stayed in and hoped I choked and went for a move that checked accuracy, but there's no way I was going to do that. If he goes Pheromosa, I'm Ice Punching. Let me just double check if he has, like, he goes King Lycanroc. Alright, so against this, I do have to player off, which is definitely a smart decision on his part. I do have Tanga Berry on my one thing, but I actually don't think it'll be enough. So what I'll do right now is player off, obviously, and just pick up another kill. As thankfully we hit our player off. Mega Mawile has been coming through with the player off so far. That's able to knock him out. All I need to do is not lose to Pheromosa, which is going to be pretty hard. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Pheromosa is the last thing in our way. He goes out into Maleficent, which I will go ahead and it'll probably click Fire Blast or something. We have a Sash on our Gorbis. Let me see how much Hydro Pump or something is doing to the Pheromosa. Hydro Pump's doing a ton. Ice Beam does a lot too. I need to hit a Hydro Pump against it. I wish we ran Surf. That would have been perfect, but actually, wait a minute. I don't actually have to worry about that because what I can do is Shell Smash with my Sash, and then I can just outspeed both of the Mons. Unless it is Scarf Pheromosa, which would be really unfortunate. But my play right here is Ice Punch. I'm assuming he'll go for Fire Blast and knock me out. There's a Fire Blast. He does hit it. That will be able to knock me out. Now I can go out into my Gorbis. Shell Smash once. And we should be able to outspeed his last two Mons. If not, we'll probably lose. But he doesn't have Hazards up, right? I don't think so. Either way, I have to go out into Gorbis right here because he has Life Orb and he did connect the Fire Blast. So I can Shell Smash. Does Pheromosa get any form of priority? I'm going to double check this right now. I think I'm Shell Smashing no matter what. Does Hydreigon get priority? Doesn't get Sucker Punch or anything like that. Doesn't get Sucker Punch, doesn't get Quick Attack. Let me just quickly scroll down its moves right now. Defog, Draco Meteor, Facade, Heat Wave. Yeah, I think we're fine to just Shell Smash right here. And then we can outspeed the last two Mons. I'm doing it. He goes right for Draco. He does connect. This will bring me down to my Focus Sash. As I said, that's why the Grenloot is so good, because we can make sure that we have our Focus Sashes intact. And now we get down to our Sash, and we can Shell Smash up right now. And that should allow us to outspeed Pheromosa. I did speed creep it at +2. So we got our Shell Smash up. If it is Scarf Pheromosa, he'll have to lock himself into a Bug move, and I think Karen Black can take the Bug move. So we got our booster right now, and I'll just go ahead and Ice Beam. If he has priority right here, he got me, but I don't think he does. We do outspeed, and he's not Yachi Berry because he already revealed Life Orb, so we knock out that thing. And then if Pheromosa has priority, I guess we'll see right now. I don't think it gets any, but it's not going to make a difference at the end right now. He goes Twiggy. It'll take the Spike, so any Focus Sash it has is gone. And we'll see if it's Scarf. But my play right here is Ice Beam, as Ice Beam is going to come off, and that should be the game right now. There's no way this thing is going to live. And we knock out the Pheromosa. So Gorbis clutching out the match on 1%. That Trick Room strategy was beautiful, and I'm really glad I opted to go with the hyper offensive route this week. So unfortunate disconnect, but we recreated everything pretty fairly. I mean, like, nothing really went wrong at the recreate. We did have to recreate twice because we missed the gunk shot the first time, but it is what it is. We pick up the 3-0 win, and now we're 3-0 at plus, I believe, 10. So that's really cool. Actually, 11. So that's going to put us up at, I believe, the top of our conference, if I believe. So that's a really nice record. I will save the battle video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys next week. Later.